Good evening, beautiful people, and welcome to Richard's Weekly Rant. I'm the host of the most, aka Lil Stokes, aka 3J, aka Big Rich. First off, big ups to Cam Newton and 4th and 1. Big ups to Fulton Lab Entertainment, the Sauce Studios. That's my shit too. Ray Cartagino, keep doing your thing. Also, big ups to Desi Phoenix, Black Mink Sports Magazine. And all the different platforms that I'm involved with. Thank you. Now, back to part 2 of the first rant. And it's real simple. Like I said before, love your significant other. I love my fiance. She's my biggest supporter. Carolee Finley, thank you very much. And I love you. Now, the topic of the night. Now that I finished up that rant, now I'm about to go in on this fool known as Gilly the Kid. Now, Gilly the Kid, yeah, I'm doing this while I'm at work. So, Gilly. I would have to call him one of the biggest rap failure of all time. You were once signed with one of the major labels, Cash Money Records. Your album came out, and what did it do? Nothing. That shit flopped worse than a flapjack pancake, bruh. And you try to have beef with Lil Wayne. Now I see why Lil Wayne called you Gilly the Squid. Because your rhymes is like a squid, they just ain't working, bruh. It ain't working. Your only claim to fame is dancing in the Ludacris video. Now, my next question for Gilly the Kid is, have you ever played football? No, probably not. So, who are you, Gilly the Squid? Instead of Gilly the Kid, it's Gilly the Squid. Gilly, who the hell do you think you are? Because all the shade you throwing at Cam for not having a Super Bowl ring, all that is just shortcomings for all your nonsense. And normally I'll be cussing on here, but I'm not going to cuss today because I'm at work. On my grind. Something you may never know nothing about, especially since you one of the wackest MCs out here as far as like rapping. That's why your album flopped, Gilly the Kid. No, Gilly the Squid, because one, you went after somebody that I respect in Cam Newton. Gilly. What up, though? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, listen. Right now, I'm about to make Gilly the Kid look like this. So, yeah, Gilly, don't rap, don't act, don't do nothing. And definitely don't create a platform and call out one of the most generational quarterbacks in our era in Cam Newton. Now, I've been playing football for Woo-wee. From the time I was 10 years old, and I could break down film of an offense and break down film of a defense and tell you what it's supposed to do and what it ain't supposed to do. Gilly, you could never even make a mixtape even just work. But you want to go after Cam Newton, a man who won a junior college national championship, a man who won a BCS national championship, a man who won a Heisman, a man who,
you know what, that's the biggest. One time I brought
a man who pretty much redefined what it is to be an NFL quarterback. And Cam was right. Gilly, all you are is a mascot. So don't try to throw shade about Cam not having a Super Bowl ring, because when it comes to Cam, it's simple. Like he said, look at his bank account. His bank account is way bigger than yours, bro. So I'm glad you got petty Cam. Because the original Cam would have just wrote you off. Hell, even Cam Newton playing for the Patriots was still more relevant than your whole music career, bruh. And I want to make sure that this shit goes viral. Sorry for cussing. Cam, I respect you. League MVP. You got your team to the Super Bowl. Y'all just ran into a buzzsaw with Peyton Manning in that Denver defense. But as far as Gilly the Kid go, and I say this with all due respect when it comes to Gilly the Kid, Gilly, if you ever played a sport, you couldn't even hold Cam Newton's jock strap, bruh. And my man right here, he agreed with me. Gilly the Kid probably couldn't hold nobody's goddamn jock strap, let alone Cam Newton's. No! So Gilly, do me a favor. Because right now, this is Big Rich talking to you while he on his grind at work. So Gilly the Kid, do me a favor. If you ain't never played a pro sport or even played a semi-pro sport, stick to what you know, Gilly the Kid, which is nothing. Just nothing. And if you're a fan of Gilly the Kid, I'ma change your religion. Listen. Gilly is whack. Now I see why Lil Wayne called you Gilly the Squid. And also along with that as well, Gilly, if you ever came to Ohio and you wanted to hunt me down because I called you Gilly the Squid because you ain't no Gilly the Kid because your punk ass can't rap, I'm not that hard to find, bruh. Cam, sorry again for cussing. I said I wasn't gonna cuss, but Gilly the Kid made me mad, so I had to cuss. Because if you ain't never played no kind of sport, football, basketball, baseball, hell, I don't care if your ass played tennis, you probably suck. So Gilly, do us all a favor. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. But there's only one lane for you, and it's called the lame lane. Because that's what you are. The biggest music flop in the entire industry. And yeah, what up, cuz? I'm talking to America, and I'm dogging Gilly the Kid right now. Oh yeah, I told everybody I was gonna crucify Gilly the Kid today, and this is gonna be on my YouTube channel too. Oh yeah, I said it. So yeah, this is Gilly the Kid's pretty much introduction to Richard's Weekly Rant, because now that I got you out of my system, I can get you off my mind. So Gilly the Kid, what you need to do is go home, pick up a pad, and pick up some paper, and write something suspenseful. Like B Rabbit said on 8 Mile, I don't care if you take the microphone with you. Because Gilly the Kid is really Gilly the Squid. Because Gilly the Kid ain't nothing but a Philly mascot. Pretty much getting all his fame and all his likes off of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, which I'm not against. I'm actually happy they won the Super Bowl. But Gilly, don't come for Cam Newton's neck, because he got a whole bunch of people backing him. He don't need it, but he do got support, and I'm one of them. So Gilly, just stay in your lane. But I gotta get back to work. I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out.